Hey gang, today we are taking a look at the Power Rangers Dino Thunder Cephlazord, Parasaurzord, and Ankylo Zord. But first off, a huge thank you to UltraPrimus from YouTube, for without him I would not have been able to get these guys. So, dude, thank you very, very much. So, without further ado, we are going to take a look at these guys individually real quick. First up is the Ankylo Zord in orange, silver, and black with a little bit of gold. And I really like the look of this guy. It's a very nice looking Zord. A little bit on the weird side, but overall very, very cool looking. Now, the set that he came in here in the US, and I think over in the UK, came with these saddles, which I will show you right now. The first saddle is a big, bright orange piece of plastic that actually is pretty well modeled. I mean, this is tough plastic too. I mean, if you hit somebody with this, it is going to hurt. Now, the one thing I've always found a little bit funny after taking a good look at this thing in hand, I thought this when I saw pictures of it, but I swear this thing looks like it's supposed to be out of He-Man. I swear we've seen something similar to this on either original He-Man or the 2002 He-Man. Anyway, so what you do with it is you actually take the top off the Ankylo Zord and then plop this down on top of it. So you have an absolutely ridiculous saddle on a Zord. Oh, that looks so stupid. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the Cephalo Sword next. The Cephalozord is purple, silver, gold, and black, and I like the colors a lot. The colors really work well. Now, it does have a little bit of a gimmick in this mode where it can do the punching a little bit, but you'll see when we do the combination with the Thundersaurus Megazord, you'll see what it actually does. It looks good. I like the look of this sword. It's fun, it's interesting, and it kind of reminds me of a dinosaur crossed with a kangaroo for some reason. But anyway, actually, you know, this reminds me of Rex from Tekken. Anyway, so this is the Cephalozord. We'll take a closer look at his weapon mode in a minute, but overall, it's a pretty cool looking Zord. Let's move on to the Parasaurzord. And here's the Parasaurzord, which is a Parasaurosaur, or as I grew up calling it, a duck-billed dinosaur. It's okay. I mean, it's not the best. It's green, black, gold, and silver. It looks okay. I think out of the three, it's my least favorite, just because it doesn't look like it does much. Now, it does come with a saddle. Now, for the life of me, the saddle looks actually like a saddle with handlebars. Doesn't look like anything out of He-Man. Just looks like a saddle. Now, as I was going to say, for the life of me, I haven't been able to quite get this thing to sit on the dinosaur very well. There's a little hump that looks like it's supposed to go over or go into this divot, and there's the hump inside right there, so I'm assuming that's where it's supposed to go, but unlike the Ankylo Zord, it doesn't actually latch on. It doesn't even want to go on at all. So I guess you could just leave it like that, and it looks just as ridiculous as the Ankylo Zord. In fact, a little bit more so. For any of these guys, combination with the Thundersaurus Megazord is pretty darn easy. We'll start with the Ankylo Zord. We're just going in alphabetical order here. First, fold up the legs, like that. Then this can be wielded on either the left or the right arm. We're just going to do it onto the left arm for now. And there we go. So, now where's that button? Oh, button, where are you, button? Oh, anyway. So, there we go. Spinning shield and drill. Pretty cool, actually. I kind of dig it. It's a little on the loud side, but overall, it's pretty cool. I actually like this. I really do. I think it looks good. So let's go ahead and add the... let's go with the Cephalozord next. Cephalozord is first we'll fold the legs up completely out of the way. Then reach underneath and there's this black tab that you want to unfold all the way. And then take the arms, and I like to put them kind of out of the way, maybe fold them up like that or fold them down. Then there's this thing, which I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. Oh, I know what it is. It's a it's so you can do the gimmick, because there's this gear on the bottom of the belly, so you can just kind of run them along to get the punching action. But we'll attach him to the Megazord first. So we'll put back that arm, and then we'll take off the Triceratops and put on the Cephalozord. In the meantime, breaking everything else. There we go. So not exactly riveting. And a little bit on the slow side, but cool nonetheless. Punch, punch, punch. Alright, so that is the Cephalozord. Next, and not last but not least, is the Parasaurzord. Now that's supposed to be wielded on that arm. So we will fold up the legs. And unfortunately the legs can't really fold anywhere else. Then we'll just curl up the arms, pull off the tail, and get him attached. There we go. And here we go. I'm just going to pull him off. Snip, snip. Okay, that is by far the weakest of the three. Just the snipping action is slow and kind of silly. By far, I think it's the weakest. But overall, the three of them are pretty cool. Now, let's go ahead and look at them combined into the Triassic Megazord. Alright, so here we go. We're going to get this party started. First off, I'm going to get this guy into, well, to combine. To start off with, we're going to go ahead and grab one side and attach the Dimetrazord. Now, if you remember, the Dimetrazord was not very easy getting in, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip to me already having put him in. Dimetrazord insertion complete. Next up is the Parasaurzord. First thing we're going to do is turn the head around. Legs are already folded up, and we're actually supposed to fold the arms down like that. So he will go on this side. If I can actually get it open. There we go. So we are going to have to get him plugged in. And this is going to be a little bit trickier than I originally thought. Okay, so according to the directions, the feet are supposed to rest right around here. So just getting him situated and lined up is the trick. I think I got it. So let's see if he closes up. Yay! Congrats, you have a dinosaur, a duck-billed dinosaur looking over your thigh. Next up, Cephalozord. We'll take this piece right here. We'll actually split it open. That will allow us to put the Cephalozord's head in here. Kind of open up the other side too. We can put the Cephalozord's head in here, and this will close up over the spikes. And congrats, we now have an arm for punching and stuff. And after that, we will go ahead and add the Styracosaurus head and the Styracosaurus tail onto the back there. And last but not least, Ankylo Zord. Get to pull this piece off, replace it with this guy. There we go, he's connected. And then the little Tyranno wings peg into the back here, like that. And he plugs in here. The one thing I haven't been able to figure out is, where does this go? I'm sure I could stick it somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Triassic Megazord. Now, this thing is huge. Not only is it huge, it is heavy. It weighs a good 5 to 10 pounds. I mean, this sucker is heavy duty. I don't know if you could hear that squeaking, but that is my turntable struggling to turn with this thing on it. This guy is awesome. I mean, it is just awesome. And really going out there and getting the Cephalozord was a great call. Thanks again to UltraPrimus for these figures. I think it's just totally badass. It just looks really, really cool, and it's big, it's crazy, it's everything that Power Rangers and Super Sentai is supposed to be. Now, it does have the movement gimmick, which I will show you here. We've got the one setting, which is just arm movement, just spins the Ankylosaurus. The other one actually does both actions. So we'll start off with just the one. And let me see if I can get the switch here. Oh, nope, guess we're starting with both. So as you can see, it's not noisy at all. And it's got the spinning movement of the Ankylo Zord, and my camera is freaking out. So let me kick that off. Yeah, sorry about that. The camera kind of freaked out with all the movement. So as you saw, this bit over here spins freely, and this punches freely. So it's very cool. Very, very cool. Only complaint, though, is I believe in the Japanese version, the wheels on the bottom there, right down here, I believe that this thing can move forward in the Japanese version. I think there's gears in there that allow it to actually move forward. But as it stands, it's pretty cool. My only complaint, you have a duck-billed dinosaur staring at you from the guy's midsection. That's my only real complaint. That's just kind of silly. But still, this is a beast. I mean, this thing is big. Not as big as the Super Train Megazord, but still one of the bigger Sentai figures that I have. And it's just off the wall, and I love that. As you guys know, I absolutely love things that are crazy with Super Sentai. Whee! Oh, and it goes in reverse, too, I forgot to mention. Though the snapping and cracking you're hearing is the Ankylo Zord. The gear that's connected to the Ankylo Zord is a little bit rough, and it takes a little bit to get going because of the weight of the weapon here. But still, this is crazy, and it's awesome. So if you guys could get this whole set, I strongly recommend you do, because, like I said, it's crazy, it's awesome, and it's just a hell of a lot of fun.